The balloon was never located, so we have limited data from this year's summer launch. The graph shows the temperature of the air as the balloon increases in altitude for the September 2020 launch, this current launch. The temperature steadily decreases until the balloon reaches the tropopause at about 16,000 meters. The temperature then remains steady for about 2,000 meters. At this altitude, from 16,000 to 18,000 meters, is where we get the lowest temperature for this launch, negative 32 degrees Celsius. The temperature then steadily rises as the balloon exits the tropopause into the stratosphere, approaching the ozone layer. We can compare our launch to this past launch, which was in February 2020. We see a similar pattern in this winter launch as we did in our summer launch. In the winter launch, we reached the tropopause at about 12,000 meters, 4,000 meters earlier than we did in the summer launch. The stratosphere, however, does not start until 17,000 meters, which is 1,000 meters before the summer launch. The lowest temperature recorded in the February 2020 launch was negative 49 degrees Celsius. Lastly, we can compare these two launches to the summer launch of 2019, which took place in August. The tropopause is reached slightly earlier at 14,000 meters, but the stratosphere begins at 18,000 meters, just like the summer launch in 2020. The lowest temperature recorded in this launch was negative 54 degrees Celsius, which is colder than both the winter launch and this year's summer launch, which is very interesting because the summer launch in 2019 is colder than the winter launch in 2020. Overall, in all three of these altitude versus temperature graphs, we see the same pattern of decrease of temperature and then increase of temperature. Now we can look at the speed of the balloon as the altitude of the balloon increases, which tells us the wind speed. For our September 2020 launch, the speed increases as altitude increases until about 12,000 meters. At this altitude of 12,000 meters, the balloon is in the jet streams, causing it to reach its max speed of 62 kilometers per hour. The speed then decreases until it levels out at about 20,000 meters. The wind speed follows the same pattern for winter 2020 and summer 2020. The speed increases until about 12,000 meters and then decreases. In the winter, the balloon reached a max speed of 300 kilometers per hour, which is significantly faster than the summer, telling us that the jet streams are much faster in the winter. For the summer 2019 launch, we see the same pattern once again, as the speed increases until about 12,000 meters and then begins to decrease. This time, we see the speed increase again at 20,000 meters, which is different than the summer 2020 launch. The max speed in the summer 2019 launch is 100 kilometers per hour, which is faster than the summer 2020 launch, but much slower than the winter launch still.